36. 36 is an interesting age, because 36, 3 for me, is a number that you are taking off a mask. So within your 30s, it's like you discovering your authentic self. So there's these masks that come off within the 20s. 30s, not 20s, 30s. There's this masks that it's like an unveiling, and it's not just one mask that's taken off and then you're your authentic self. It's not that at all. It's little by little by little as you go through the 3s that there is this unveiling of self. And depending on how you go through this unveiling, by the time you get to 40, maybe you're your authentic self. But many people will struggle to take these masks off. The 3 is somebody that they're like a genius. They have this connection to source energy, and they receive a lot of information from source energy. But it's how do you walk forward with that? The 3 is also somebody that wants to fit into groups but doesn't want to transform themselves to fit into a group. So what happens is you never really feel like you're part of a group. So it's like you have a group of friends, for example, and they all know you to be this person. But as you take the masks off, you're becoming someone different. You're becoming someone they don't know. Although you're becoming someone different, but it's more authentic to yourself. So you feel better, but the people around you don't necessarily feel comfortable because they don't know that version of you, which then depends on how you take them. Because if you take them with this idea of, but they don't like me, this version of me, it means that you're likely to put that mask back on and conform to the version of yourself that they want you to be, rather than your authentic self. So the 3 is all about you being comfortable with your authentic self. If people don't like that version of you, they're not people for you. These people are people that get let go of. And then the people that are for you will come into your world. So with 36, as I was saying about the planting seeds and the using the one end is negatives, this is you, yourself. Authentic self, masks, masked self. Masked self is not happy. Masked self doesn't feel good. Masked self, it's like confined into a box where 3 will never feel comfortable. So are you nurturing this masked self and hiding yourself away and kind of holding yourself in this place that doesn't feel comfortable? It will feel comfortable to a certain degree because you're used to that environment, but it won't feel comfortable to you because you know that it's not who you are. So are you feeding this version of yourself, or are you feeding this version of yourself that you are allowed to be yourself, that you are allowed to walk without your masks on, and that you're nurturing this newer version of self, this version of self that doesn't necessarily worry what other people think, because it's more important what you think about yourself than what they think about you. And that's what 36 will be around. It will be around you letting go of these masks and the nurturing that you're giving to yourself as you let go of them. Which is not easy because, like I said, you're used to being a certain version of yourself around other people. But this version of yourself is appeasing to other people, but not to yourself. So it's like, so are you wanting to make other people happy? Or are you wanting to make yourself happy? And in making yourself happy, you will make other people happy, but not necessarily the people that you're comfortable with being around. It will be new people that you attract. So are you more wanting to have these these people that you've known for a while and are used to this version of yourself that you don't particularly like? Or being this original version of yourself and attracting the people that do like that original version of you, the authentic version of you, which makes more sense because you get to be you. You get to live outside of that box, and you get to let go of these people that don't really like you. They like the idea of you, but not actually you. Your comment, you've said for years, this isn't me. I stick to comfort rather than progress, which means that you're making do with the masks, which don't feel good. You're hiding yourself, which won't feel good. Yes, it's comfortable to a certain degree just because you're used to it, but it's not comfortable. There's always, it's like, I got this image in my mind. It's like, you know, sometimes you see these flowers growing out of the concrete. It's like, how the hell did that happen? It's like it has to go through a big journey to find its way to get to that slit in the concrete, or to be able to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing to create this crack. However it works, I don't know how it works sometimes, because it's like there's no crack. It's like it's just a hole in coming out of the concrete. It's like, wow, how did that happen? So it's like, yes, it will be uncomfortable for you to move into a different way, which is being authentic to self, but it will feel so much more liberating, and you know that you're on a mission, you know that you're working towards light, you know that you're working towards being free. Or do you stay under that slab and keep hiding? Which, yes, it's comfortable under there because you're used to whatever's going on underneath there, but it will never feel liberating to you. It will never feel like you're creating progress. And it's like there will always be this kind of wiggling feeling that you want more, that you want to rip that concrete away and come out fully emerged. There will always be that feeling, because that's what we're here to do, become our authentic selves. You're telling yourself it. You're telling yourself that this isn't me. So you know that it's not you, which means that you know there's a different version of you ahead, because that's the first sign of change, awareness. So as long as you've been saying it, and you said you've been saying it for years, there is this version of you ahead that is not this version that is hiding. So keep walking forward, and although you feel comfortable at this moment in where you are, there will be changes, gradual changes as you walk along, that will be progressive towards this newer version of self. The other thing with 36 is the biggest thing, which is the biggest challenge really. The challenge isn't really the number 3. The challenge for the number 6. The challenge for 36 is the 9. 3 and 6 is 9. 9 is when it's letting go of this rucksack that you carry. The 9 for me is, it's a message of come on in out of the rain. The 9 is, and it's very connected to the Queen energy, and that's what I'm seeing in you with your comments, the Queen energy. The 9 is somebody that they're extremely independent, and they're somebody that they kind of hold themselves in this withdrawn place. I'm going to give you a visual. I like visuals because it helps me to understand. So I'm taking it that you do because I'm sharing it with you. And it's interesting because there was 9 on the screen. The visual for the 9 is you're in a shed and there's no roof on the shed and it's raining and it feels miserable. There's a lot of emotions. Water for me is emotion. So there's a lot of emotions inside this shed, and you've spent a lot of time. Like if somebody asks you, do you need help? You're likely to say no, you don't need help. If they offer help, you don't need help. It's like you want to do things by yourself, or you want to do them for other people, but somebody wanting to help you will struggle with. It's coming from a place, I feel like it's coming from the Queen for you, but I'm going to stick to the 9 for now. When the 9 is somebody that has been lied to, they've been cheated on, there's not been a lot of loyalty or commitment. There's not been a lot of people that put you first. So what happens is you're in this shed, very confident in this shed, but you're very withdrawn in this shed. So I'm going to use a relationship as an example. It's a very easy example with relationship. So let's say you're not in a relationship and you're in this shed and you're like, but it's lonely in this shed and I really want somebody. I really want somebody to love and I want someone to love me. So every so often what you do is you come out of your little shed or you open the door for your shed and you're like, oh, let's see what's out there. Let's have a look to see what's out there. And you'll come out of your shed and you'll see this beautiful house in front of you. And in this beautiful house, you have this amazing partner. And you walk into this house, but you're carrying a rucksack. The rucksack is the emotions that you've always walked with. Trauma, pain, hurt. And you left the shed with this rucksack on your back and you walk into this house. And in this house, there is this amazing person. And this amazing person treats you really well and you feel really good and you're so happy in your relationship and you're like, oh, thank you God for this person. And then let's say this person has to work late one day. So they call you and say, hey babe, I've got to work late. And straight away you will go into this rucksack of, are they really working late? Who are they with? Do they fancy the person they're with? Are they really at work? Where are they? Do they want to be with me? Do they still love me? Do they still want me? What did I do? What did I do to upset them? Why don't they want to be with me? And it would all go from this place in this rucksack, which means that you would then run back to your shed where you feel safe and you feel comfortable because that's where you're used to being withdrawn. It's like a fear of being vulnerable in front of others.